What's up, you guys? It's Ian here. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope it brings some value to you. Today we're going to be talking about two different things. We're going to be talking about the meaning behind Ion Motive and why I decided to create this page. And secondly, we're going to be talking about, I'm really excited to talk about this. We're going to be talking about how we can use anxiety and obsession in a positive manner to achieve our dreams and our goals, whatever, as opposed to using it in a negative manner. With that being said, let's get into this. So, in case you missed my very first podcast, which you might have, if you haven't watched it, don't go watch it. It's not very good. It's pretty rough. But I got it out there and it's out there. But anyways, I talk about why I decided to create this page, some of the struggles I went through, things like that. And I'll just talk about that right now really quickly to catch up anyone who missed it. So during my sophomore year of college, I really struggled with my anxiety and my OCD, more so than usual. I've dealt with those problems my whole life, but for some reason I was having a much harder time managing those problems in that time period. And this ultimately led me to being really unhappy, having a hard time falling asleep, having less energy when I was waking up. And I felt the best way to overcome this problem, to manage it, was to stop playing football at college. I played football my whole life. That really sucked to do, but I did it, and I can honestly say it was one of the best decisions I've made. I had more time to focus on myself, focus on getting my mind right, focus on being happy again, and it really helped me a ton to do that. One of the things, or a few things that I did to manage my OCD and make myself happier, was listen to inspirational podcasts or motivational videos, and those helped me a ton. To name a couple, I listened to Les Brown's motivational speeches. I would listen to Tom Bilyeu's Impact Theory podcast, Lewis Howes' School of Greatness podcast, and those had such a positive effect on me that I wanted to create my own podcast like that. Those helped me so much. I learned so much from the lessons and the strategies in those videos or those podcasts, and actually applied them to my life, that I wanted to create something for somebody else that could help them in the same manner. So that led me to creating this Ion Motive platform. I know I'm just getting started, but I'm having a ton of fun doing it. When I was just getting going, I was trying to think of some clever name, which I think for businesses, you don't really need a name. I mean, Apple makes phones, it doesn't really matter as long as it works out in the end. But anyways, I actually didn't come up with this name. My girlfriend came up with it, and I really loved it. So what does Ion Motive mean? I like to think of it as charged purpose. So literally living, I have it on my website, which is not up yet, but will be up very soon. Living with a charged purpose, one filled of meaning and significance. But also the second definition, feeling full and refreshed, ready to have your best day possible. And I think that really fit well with what I'm trying to do here. The page is centered on helping others find peace of mind, help personally grow. And I think that this Ion Motive name really fits that goal pretty well. So that's pretty much what that name means. Wanted to define it before we get going into more videos. But now, let's get into the second half of the video. I've been so excited to talk about this for a long time because this strategy has helped me so much, and I think it could help a lot of people. Before we get going any further, I know I'm not a life coach. I'm a 20-year-old kid. I don't know a whole lot about anything, but I've had my experiences, I've had my struggles, and I know how hard things can be, and I'm only sharing information that I think is valuable and helpful. So this has helped me. Hopefully it can help whoever needs it. For those with OCD and anxiety, we often worry about things going wrong in the future. So for a personal example, when I was a kid, I was terrified of thunderstorms. I mean, I hated them. I couldn't go outside if I saw some clouds. I remember checking the weather all the time. I remember asking my mom, "Mom, is it going to storm today? Is it going to be really bad? Are we going to be okay?" And the reason this issue became so bad, I think, is because I was doing things to make the issue worse. I was exposing myself to the problem to where I was thinking about it all the time. So let me explain. I would check the weather all the time when I was a kid. And if I saw that there was a 40 or 50% chance it storms at 4 o'clock, I would worry about that all the day. And I was engaging in things that made me worry by asking my mom all the time. I was engaging in things. I was keeping this process, this negative thought pattern in my head all the time. But what if we can do this in a positive manner? What if we can reverse our thinking and fill our head with a positive anxiety and create this positive thought pattern? What if we can do it? I realized I did this in sports at a young age. Not intentionally, it just kind of happened, but looking back, I know I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, my OCD is bad, or my anxiety is bad because I worry about negative things, but also I obsess or positively worry about positive things. For example, when I was playing baseball as a kid, which I played my whole life, I played from probably second grade all the way through high school, I would obsess over baseball. So I would do things that made me think about it all the time, create this positive thought pattern in my head. So I would look up videos of Mike Trout making diving catches or Miguel Cabrera hitting, these bombs, these huge home runs. And by looking at those things and focusing in on them, I would think about them all the time and create this positive pattern in my head where I wanted to practice more. I wanted to be like those players. So I was getting anxious, but in a positive manner. Rather than being afraid of the future, I was getting excited about the future. At the time, I was doing this unintentionally, but we can do this intentionally and create a positive pattern in our head. So the only way to do this, I think, is to flood your mind with positivity, flood your mind with whatever it is you're trying to achieve or accomplish. Doing this is what ultimately helped me overcome my challenges that I faced in my sophomore year. So I was listening to all these motivational podcasts or videos, and in doing so, I was filling my head with positive information and positive thoughts all the time. And it basically drowned out the negative thoughts that I had all the time. And it just pushed them to the side to where I didn't even really think about them anymore. And this ultimately led me to create this page. So by posting a motivational quote on Facebook every morning, or by posting some inspirational picture on Instagram, or making these videos, I'm engaging in things that make me happy. I'm engaging in that self-development, that self-improvement that I was talking about earlier that I love so much. I'm making myself happy because I'm filling my head with these positive thoughts. And now that I'm doing this, I'm going to bed easier. I'm waking up with more energy. I'm excited. I've created this positive anxiety rather than this negative worry or this negative fear. So we can do this. We can use our anxiety and our OCD to our advantage. We can just flood our mind with this positive thinking, with these things that make us happy, that make us want to achieve our goals, rather than filling our head with things that make us worry, that make us anxious, that make us scared. Right? That sucks. That's a horrible feeling. But when you're obsessing over something that makes you happy, it's the best feeling in the world. If you can do this, I think it'll help you dramatically. Even if you're not struggling with OCD or anxiety, it just makes you happy. I am honestly happier all the time because I've done this. I'm not saying I don't have my challenges or my bad days, but this pattern has worked for me tremendously. And I seriously think if you're having a hard time, it could help you. To make it a little more clear, I've got the perfect real life example. Why is it that when we're sad, we listen to sad music, right? You're already crying, basically. You're already down. And then you just flood your mind with more sadness and you just get way worse. You're way more sad than you were before. And I know sometimes it's good to just cry it out, let those emotions out. But it's just a terrible feeling too. On the flip side, when you're happy and you listen to happy music like Somewhere Over the Rainbow or something like that, music that makes you want to dance, it's like this euphoric feeling. It's the best feeling in the world. So why aren't we flooding our mind with positive thoughts and positive affirmations, whatever it is, to make ourselves happier? Why don't we use our obsession or our anxiety to our advantage? That's really all I got for this video or this podcast. I hope it provided some value to you. Really appreciate you taking the time to check it out. If you haven't yet, feel free to check out my Facebook page, my Instagram page, both at Ion Motive. If you enjoyed this video, I ask that you please like and subscribe. Just getting started, and it would mean the world to me. But other than that, have a great day. And I got a slogan from Ion Motive. So I talked about how living a charged life or having a charged purpose. So the slogan is live a charged life. Now I'm going to say that to end the video today. Live a charged life.